What's up, everybody? I didn't want to give Princess Chelsea my money, so I had to go turn off the music on YouTube. What's happening, everybody? Fix it, Danner. What's going on? Hope you're awesome as always, too, brother. Um, I'm okay. I had a toothache kind of situation going on for the last few days. Being really stubborn about it. I don't want to go to the hospital. Dentist is closed, obviously, because it's the weekend. We don't have like an emergency dental clinic around here. Um, just always had tooth issues, I guess. Um, since I was like younger, I had braces. TWG, what's happening? Andy's best, what's going on? Always had teeth issues since I was like a kid. I had braces for like 5 years. Both my parents have really bad teeth, like just genetically. Both sides of my family have terrible teeth. Church, what's going on, brother? Um, so just always had tooth problems, right? Had a lot of tooth, what do you call it, like infections and shit. So add that on top of got family issues with teeth. All of my cousins, all my uncles and aunts, my parents, everybody had dentures before they were 30 years old in my family. Grandparents, everybody. I'm like the only person who still has their natural teeth. And but I had a lot of dental work done, man. Had a lot of dental work. I take calcium. I don't drink milk, so I do take calcium and vitamin D. I take, try everything I can. I drink rock stars though. That's not good. But bad genetic history plus a history of methamphetamine use. I used meth for I don't know, for like 12 years. You know what I'm saying? So um, just it's just a matter of time. I have to go to the dentist. The way my insurance works is I have a $900 copay, meaning I have to pay $900 before my insurance will start paying for stuff. Not last year, year before last, I just got my insurance. Like the dental had just, my work had upgraded our insurance to include dental. So I had gone in, um, got started getting dental work done. 1 second, ADV, I'll send you the link. Just started getting dental work done. Um, paid the $900, got $900 worth of work done. So was going to start like my insurance was going to start covering it. The last procedure I had done, there was to pull one tooth and do like a filling. So the guy did the filling, and he looked at the X-rays from my tooth, and he's like, "Oh, this looks like the roots might be bound around your bone." And he said, and if that's the case, I won't be able to pull this. We're gonna have to have a dental surgeon do it. And I said, totally, like, hey man, like I don't want to, like let's if there's any doubt, then let's just let's just let a dental surgeon do it, because I already knew at that point that my insurance was going to kick in, and I wasn't going to have to pay for it. So I was just like fully on board for letting a dental surgeon do it. Anyways, guy said he looked at it for a while and he's just like, "Nah, I think I can get it out." He got it about halfway, broke it, broke the tooth. Um, Realized he was not going to be able to get it out. Actually ended up fracturing my cheekbone, and I went into shock. See, I've always had really, really positive experiences with the dentist. Never had any bad experiences. And I've had a lot of dental work done, been to a lot of different dentists. And this was the first time I had a really, really bad experience. So it broke my cheekbone. The tooth just like would not come out. Blood was just, it was fucking crazy. There was so much blood. And like I said, I went into shock. So my body went into shock. The nurse, my blood pressure went through the roof, or went low. I can't remember, like whatever your body does when it goes into shock. And I just remember like I was like hyperventilating, and like my whole body was just soaked. My clothes were soaked with sweat. And I remember the nurse saying, "Travis, if you're going into shock, everything's going to be okay." And this doctor was like literally laying on top of me, trying to wrench these pieces of tooth out because he had broken it, and it was just so bound together with the bone. It's like just thinking about it now, it's horrifying. It was like your absolute worst nightmare when it comes to the dentist, right? Um, so eventually he got it all out. He should have, should have referred me to a dental surgeon is what should have happened. And he knew that from the beginning. Like the first thing he said is like, "Oh, we might have to refer you," but for whatever reason, he just thought, I can do this. And it was by the time he realized I can't do this, it was already too late. He couldn't send me anywhere else. The tooth was so fucked up as soon as if he would have left it in the way it was, as soon as the numbing stuff wore off, it would have been like hell on earth, So since that day, I've been terrified to go back to the dentist. And the shitty thing is that I already had the $900 paid. So my insurance was going to kick in and would have paid everything else. And I had like 6 months left in the year. So the plan was to get like a partial set of, because I'm missing a bunch of teeth. Like, where is it? On this side, down here, there's no teeth. On this side up here, there's no teeth. So I was going to get partials, get all the bunch of shit fixed. I was really looking forward to it. But after that experience, having the broken, you should have seen me. It was just a mess. My face was super swollen. It was just an absolute mess. I've never had anything so bad in my life happen to me. And so I didn't go back to the dentist for like a really long time. I still haven't gone back to the dentist. And because of that, and because of my history of drug use, and because of my bad genetics, and because of drinking these fucking rock stars, my teeth are all fucked up. I got a couple cavities, and one broke, and it's the one it's hurting right now. And I think that's pretty sure there's an infection in the gums, and so it's fucked up. The whole thing's fucked up. It's shitty, but it is what it is. We live and we learn. The shitty thing is that like, so the dentist that did this to me was like a well-known, liked dentist, like locally here. It's not like the clinic or anything. Like I've had better experiences at a dental clinic. And dental clinics are kind of known to be like chop shops, but ours has good dentists. They just want to get you in and out, because it's more about volume for them. But man, I would have been better off going to the clinic because they would have never done that. They would have never take risks like that. That was a horrible experience. So basically now I'm fucking afraid of the dentist. And it's shitty because I have to go get dental work done. And it's shitty because I have to start over with paying the $900. So, and it's like, hey, that's not, $900 in the long run, considering how much work I'm probably going to have to get done. Probably talking like thousands of dollars worth of dental work. Once we start getting dentures and stuff or partials, it's really not that much in the long run, but it's just like, $900. That's a lot of fucking money. So right now I'm kind of saving what I can to try to save up to get this started. And also my car's broken down. There's just so many things. It all happens all at once. So just money's super tight for me right now. You guys know what's happening. I'm sure all you guys understand, man. I mean, everybody's had those horrific experiences. And if you haven't, I'm very happy for you. Nobody should have to experience that kind of torture. But I appreciate your guys' sympathy. There's very few things that actually help me when I have a toothache. I think Fix It Danner said clove oil. Clove oil doesn't help me. Like the Ambicil and stuff like that, for some reason, it just doesn't work on me. I've tried it so many times. And even the stuff that does work, it's almost worse because it just takes it away for like a split second. Then it comes like raging back. Yeah, don't like it. Don't like it. So I take ibuprofen. I don't take any kind of opiates or anything. I'm taking a lot of ibuprofen though. So, luckily Walmart sells, they're like the not name brand. Shane, what's happening, brother? Walmart sells their generic ibuprofens. You get like 2 bottles of 100 for like less than $5. So that's what I've been doing. And the shitty thing is, I know people who never brush their fucking teeth, who never floss, who never do any of that shit, right? Who would never take care of their teeth, and their teeth are fucking beautiful. Never fucking, no problems. And I've brushed twice a day. floss and all this stuff. It's just fucked up. So that's what I've been doing this week. I've just been struggling through it, trying to make it through the week at work without missing any work, which I did. And got the 3-day weekend. So happy 3-day weekend, everybody. I hope everybody has a 3-day weekend. If you don't have a 3-day weekend, if you have to work tomorrow, I'm sorry. I apologize. That sucks. But most everybody has the day off tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So let's dig right in to see what we're vaping on. Let me know in chat, what are you guys vaping on? Really interested to know. Hope everybody, Shane, I am so sorry, brother. I am so fucking sorry. Man. Yeah, warm salt water works a little bit to kind of just work. I don't know. It's fucked. But what's everybody vaping on? Hope everybody watched my latest review. The only reason I know I've promised you guys I'm going to start uploading 2 reviews per week, which I totally plan to do. But the original review that I was working on was for the Tance that me and Panda recorded together. The audio from our mic, which we record with this stupid blue thing, right? It didn't. It like recorded like 3 minutes. It said that it had 20 minutes of audio, but then whenever I would actually lay it into the video, it would only do 3 minutes. So then I tried to clean up just like the camera's audio. I can't go back just to the camera's audio. All my old videos I hate because the audio is so terrible. And even with this blue microphone, it's not great, but it's better than the built-in mic on the camera. So I tried I worked on it for like literally 4 days, trying to get that audio, either to salvage the audio from the mic to see if I could fix it, or to somehow clean up the audio from the camera. But they just didn't work. Just did not, absolutely did not work. Shane, I am so sorry, brother. Man, seriously, oh, yeah, it's fucked up. I was never a pussy at the dentist until this last time, man. So white guys living in the Turkish cake. Ooh, that sounds good. Turkish cake. It's like a tobacco cake. Sounds good. Asgard 30 millimeter. There you go. Yeah, exposed nerves. Absolute worst pain in the world. There's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like it. Any kind of pain that's centralized in the head, whether it's like a migraine or a toothache, I think it's the worst. It's so close to your brain. That's my theory. It's so close to your brain that kind of just short circuits your thinking. When you have a really bad toothache or a really bad migraine, it's really hard to like focus on things, to communicate. Absolutely terrible. So yeah, this right now is at the early stages. It still is constant and it hurts, but it's like a low drone. It's not that fucking lightning bolt of exposed nerve pain. There was a time where I had exposed nerve and an infection, right? It just constantly kept getting reinfected. And for like 6 months. And I don't, man, like it's crazy to like go that long and suffer. At that time, I wasn't working and I had Medi-Cal, which is like the best insurance. It's a state insurance and it covers everything. And I literally fucking suffered for 6 months until one day someone made me an appointment or something. I went, they pulled that fucking tooth and boom, fucking immediate relief. I was crying tears of joy when he pulled that fucking tooth, because it was the first time in 6 months that I had been without pain, without this, like, if you ever had an exposed nerve, then you're part of an exclusive club of that really knows what suffering is like. And to go so long with it, I just don't know why I went so long with it. And I promised myself I would never do it again. So with this one, not Monday, but Tuesday, I'm gonna make an appointment. So see, man, Shane, that's the thing, man. Root canals. I refuse to get root canals. If I'm at a point where I gotta get a root canal, especially given my age, at least, I tell them just to fucking pull it, man. Just because with a root canal, it's guaranteed it's gonna get fucked up again. and oftentimes those get botched. Like all the worst horror stories I've ever heard are from root canals. So I'd rather just them pull it. I want to save as many of my natural teeth as possible, but if it's going to be this ongoing, crazy expensive, painful process, I'm almost to the point where it's just like, just give me fucking dentures, man. You know. So, anyways, um, Fix It Danner's welcome to drop. Nice, not to drop solo, huh? Yeah. So, and also, yeah, Shane. So every time you brush your teeth, shoots pain in your head. Um, there's a couple toothpaste that I can't use because the grittiness of them hurts my teeth. I have to use sensitive toothpaste, or just there's some toothpaste that are okay. They're not even labeled as sensitive tooth, but they just work. And your toothbrush really matters, man. And your technique of how you brush really matters. Like, it's a whole thing, dude. It's a whole thing. Um, let me see here. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get caught up on stuff here. So Indy's best the Vaporesso Gin, best lightweight, awesome chip mod I've had. Heathen's SQ, yeah, I like this. And D.I.Y Addie's yogurt. I haven't had Addie's yogurt in a while. Hey, that is a this is the last time I had it. I got it from Don from Adore You Liquid. So it's a blast from the past. Jam Monster. That's what Fix It Dinner's mixed berry. I haven't had that one yet. Oh, if you're using Sensodyne, man, and you're still hurting, yeah, something's wrong, brother. Something's wrong. Okay, so let me see here. What's everybody else vaping on? Let me hear it. I'm rocking several different things as always. I busted out this old school classic setup. Got the mutilator on the Cricket, the noisy Cricket V1. If anybody's been watching this channel, like Shane Smith, has been watching the channel for a long time, then this RDA I've had since before I started the channel. It's like probably like the oldest RDA I have. I've had it forever. I've had it for like 6 years, something like that. A lot of my other RDAs I've given away, traded. I don't know. They break. I got another really old one, the Mako from Beyond Vape, had a post fallout, shit like that. My Patriot, one of the posts is kind of, well, it's just a shit RDA, anyways. But yeah, 9 months old, man. That's the age where they are they are hyper. They're hyper. But yeah, so go rocking this. I got the last little bit of the strawberry cream that I made. Shit, after steeping, it's kind of like just like in a similar vein to White Girl, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. In a similar vein to White Girl, this strawberry cream that I made took a long time to steep, but once it was steeped, it came out really good. Really enjoyed those. So really enjoying this setup, man. This is the Noisy Cricket, when it works, is so fucking great, and it introduced so many people to the idea of series vaping, right? But it's so shittily built. This is, I mean, like, no joke. I think I've mentioned this before. This is probably like the 12th one that we have had in my family. We've had so many of them, and they made also like a replacement set of like a replacement button and 510 for the Cricket, and it also came with like a little copper tube, so you could use like the 510 in the button with the tube mod. They could make it look separate tube mod, and it was only like $20. But I can't find it anymore. So, Logan Vapes, what's that? But yeah, man, great fucking RDA, great fucking mod when it works. But this is like I remember the Mutilator came out right around the time that the Mutation came out. Obviously, it kind of stole a name. But this has held up really well, man, and I have beat it the fuck up. And it's a 3-post, 2 posts that are affixed to the deck, like welded to the deck, and it's got a center block post um, for the positive. Just works. It's got the fins on it, so it actually doesn't get very hot. Got this at the time. You have to remember, at the time, 510 drip tips were not just the standard. That was it, right? People would straight pipe things if they wanted more airflow. Um, this is like it's not 810, it's not 510, it's a proprietary size, but it was revolutionary. So girls cause emotional damage, boys cause property damage. That's kind of true. I'll have to check it out, Logan. I'll check out your review. Dopo MVV, huh? I'm looking for a new series mod. I had one. God, I wish Naki was here. We talked about it last week. I had one from a company. It's like a Facebook company, and they make great mods. I can't remember the name of it. Go watch last week's live stream. You can find out the name. Tups, what up? Um, what was I going? Yeah. So I hope everybody watched my review from this week. I was I got sidetracked, but so I was working on the review for the Tants. Audio got totally fucked, so we decided we had to re-record the video. But I spent like 5 days, 4 days working on that review, trying desperately to salvage the audio from it. So I didn't get 2 reviews up, and it took me 2 days to do the review for um, the strawberry gorilla custard, which turned out really good. I liked it a lot. Really good vape. Um, I'm not 100% sure what I think about. It's funny because I really liked the custard element of the strawberry custard, but I'm not sure how I feel about the just custard yet. So stay tuned for that. Check out that review. Yeah, check out your review, Logan. And then Dopo, I've had some pretty good luck with Dopo stuff in the past. I remember Dopo's been around forever, man. I remember when this is back. Holy shit! So me, Josh, the guy who used to do the channel with me, my friend Little Nick, who's from Australia, who was visiting, and my son went to um, a midnight release at GameStop for one of the Call of Duty games. I can't remember which one it was. This was a long time ago. And Dofo had just released this like really rugged looking, I think it was 30 watts mod. And I remember at the time thinking, oh man, that's badass. 30 watts. That's heavy duty. And it was like one of the first 30-watt mods that was relatively inexpensive. It was like 80 bucks, 100 bucks, something like that. And comparatively to things like um, the DNA 30s that were coming out, like the Hannah mods, those were fucking pricey. But those Hannah mods were still, they are still, in my opinion, amazing mods. I had a Canna clone mod for a long time, which is like a cheap Chinese 30-watt chip in it. But I loved it. Went everywhere with me, man. The little BB button switch, amazing. So let me see here. Shane Smith. Hey, yeah, I might do that. So Shane's saying that Fagan is only doing 1 hour shows. If I want to go 1 hour earlier, it's all clear. Maybe I'll do that. And I need to do it soon. That way, no one else jumps in there. Yeah, that'd be pretty beneficial, I think, for everybody, because it's still 6 o'clock, still a reasonable time for me, um, and it just makes it easier for everybody. I think. Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, I thought you said. I think you just posted a review. Oh, it's coming soon. Okay. Yeah, I do mainly do e-liquids as well. I try to do more hardware, but once you get kind of pigeonholed as an e-liquid reviewer, hard to break through that wall, man. I'm telling you. Well, that's good. That's good. Huh. Gorilla OG custard. Not for you. Yeah, I have to check it out. I haven't vaped, not even a drop. So I try to, when I'm doing these reviews, I try to keep it I try to keep away from it until the review, or at least the day of the review. It all depends though. Sometimes I feel like I need more time with the e-liquid, so like something like that. So no, I actually so TWG. I never got Pan of the Hammer of God yet, just because things have come up. We've been super low on money. Um, man, seriously. Janitor, hey man, you want to send me a care package? I will not say no to that shit. Oh, yeah. See, that's why I want to do it, Shane. That's why I want to do it, man. So the people on the East Coast can watch the show and not feel like they have to sacrifice to do so. You know what I mean? It's a late show. It's 7 for me here. It's light outside, but for on the East Coast, fuck, it's 10 o'clock. It's late. And for me, I stay up super late, but for most people, it's late. So. Yeah, so mouth to lung. So Indy's Best just brought up something that I'm super excited about as well. Um, Mouth to lung rebuildable devices have always been a thing, right? They've in the past, honestly, it was the only K funds, the Russian 98% or 91, whatever the fuck it was. All the RTAs were freaking mouth to lung. We used to fucking hate that you couldn't find a good direct to lung tank. But now it's like finding a good mouth to lung tank is the new struggle, right? Um, so, I know you do, Shane. Good for you, brother. I really appreciate it, man. You've always been a really, really loyal friend and a really loyal viewer of the show, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, man. Oh, what was I saying? Totally lost my train of thought. Um, I don't know, lost it. Anyways, so oh yeah, mouth to lungs. There are a couple of really good ones. Depends on what you want. If you want something for salt, there's some specific smaller tanks, like 18 millimeter tanks and shit, like the salt. And Cthulhu has one. I forget what the hell they're called. And then there's like the Haster and shit like that. Um, I want something for salt, Nick, specifically. So I'm thinking about picking up the one from Cthulhu. Um, hey, I appreciate that support, Shane. I really do. Thinking about picking up the one from Cthulhu for salt. I want something rebuildable. I'm tired of buying pod systems. I've been using this for my salt pretty exclusively lately. And this is the Steeped S1 Quick Kit. It still takes coils though, right? Like I can't rebuild this. And I do like this form factor, and I do like that it's more of a traditional vape. I used to really be into pods, things like the Tanseer. But to be honest, I really just I much prefer just a regular vape. And this is kind of like an old school design, right? So if I can find something that is more traditional, rebuildable, that's what I want, totally. And see, that's the thing. So that's the thing is that like, why should we? That's the problem. Like with the K Fun and shit. That's why I never liked the K Fun, even like the blasted out versions. Hey, I would still take a fucking blasted out Addy Tuning fucking K Fun. Don't get me wrong, that I would fucking make it work. But the deck on the K Fun has always been atrocious. So it's like, why should we have to have a terrible deck on really good devices? I don't understand like why. There's never been like that good balance of like, hey, this is a really high end killer device, but it has this fucking deck that's like a fucking puzzle to figure out. So the tank that I'm really obsessed with, and it's not a mouth to lung tank. It used to be a mouth to lung tank, but they changed it. I always forget the name of it. It's from Switzerland. Someone probably already knows what I'm talking about. Um, what the hell is the name of it? Shit. It's really expensive. It's like 150 pounds or euros or whatever. Fuck. Oh, man. It's got a really weird name. RTA Swiss. Oh, here it is. It's the Squape. I am obsessed with the Squape. I've always wanted a Squape. Um, The thing about the Squape is that you can lock it down, make it mouth long, but back in the day, like even in its most wide open setting, it was pretty restrictive. I had a clone of it, which I loved. I absolutely loved the original Squape. I was obsessed with it. I'm still obsessed with it. What I really want, my dream setup, is a Squape and a glass mod. Not like made out of glass, but the company glass, right? Sin, what's going on, girl? How are you? Um, so I really want a Squape, or yeah, I really want a Squape RTA, and I really want a glass mechanical mod to use it with. It's my dream setup. If I had that, I would probably never, ever, ever desire another setup again. That's a lie. I would immediately want something new. But I really, really, I've wanted that for so long. I really want the Squape and the glass mod. So if anybody wants to get Travis a Christmas present, that's only going to cost you like 500 pounds or euros. James Rivera, what up? Yeah, yeah. China is, they are definitely running out of ideas. Everybody is though. It's not just, it's not just China, man. Everybody is. The Nord looks cool. I like the Nord. What else do I like for as far as pods and stuff? Um, I like the Q, the Orion Q. There's a few things that I like. So it is hot. It's been fucking hot here. It's been triple digits for like the last couple of weeks. We've been really, really hot. Today was actually pretty mild, and I see a breeze outside. Um, but it's been pretty fucking hot here, man. Josh Vape, what's up? What up? Um, okay, so I wanted to. We talked about this a little bit last week, but I wanted to bring it up again. Um, so I'm gonna be making some white girl, um, one way or another, right? Um, and I know people want it, right? People want to try it, or people who have had it before want some of it. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to 5 people who want some. If you want some, you can help to. I need help to get the ingredients. I'm just super broke. Between the car and the dentist, I'm just broke, and so I can either buy like a little bit and just make some for myself, which I don't want to do. You know, it's like a waste. Or I can make like 1,000 mils or 2,000 mils, and kind of really be able to share some of the love there. So if anybody's interested, I'm gonna open it up to 5 people for $20. Donate $20 through PayPal, and get you 120 mils of finished product, right? If you're interested, you can email me at Travis, or not, I'm not going to give you my personal email. You can email me at overdosevapes@yahoo.com. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you can Facebook message me. But it's best probably just to do it through overdosevapes@yahoo.com. And the first 5 people who respond to it, I will let you know my PayPal, and you can send the $20, and then I'll order all this stuff, mix it up, and then send it out. But you'll have to know that once you get it, it requires steeping. Like it's gonna be like a minimum of 2 weeks steep, but before it gets to, in my opinion, vapable at all. People like Pandid won't even like it until it's like a month. So for me, after 2 weeks, I think it's good. Some people, and to be totally honest, it does get better the longer you let it sit. So after like, especially after a couple months, it gets real fucking sweet. So um, um, so anybody who's interested, just like I was saying, just hit me up, and we'll fucking make it happen. So, and ADV's right, man. The longer it steeps, the better it gets. It's true. After a few months, it starts to get these like really dark plum notes. It's fucking amazing. So, Graham Digital Drops, what's up, brother? So $20, um, 20 US for 120. Will I ship to Canada? Man, I don't know. I don't know. You know, hit me up on email and we can talk about it. And we can talk about it a little bit. So what I do, so Josh Drake said he gives us a hot bath. What I do is that, right after I make it, I actually do the same thing. So after I make it, in the containers that I make it in, I take the sink and I fill it up with really, really hot water, not like boiling hot water, but like hot water. And then I submerge the container in it and I let it sit until the water gets like room temperature. And then I do it one more time, like fill it up again with hot water. So it's in there for probably about 2 hours, and not scalding hot water, but very, very warm water. And then what I do here is I put it in a cool, dark place. I take the cap off a couple times a week. I shake the hell out of it every single day. And after about a couple weeks, it starts to get really, really good. So yeah, no, there are definitely some recipes that take a long time, and White Girl is just one of those recipes that takes a long time. It really, really does. TWG, man, I don't want to take your money, man. I'm going to send you some e-liquid, regardless, because you're our Patreon supporter. So I don't want to take more money from you than what you already give on Patreon. Just consider your Patreon donation what you're paying. So yeah, man, it's all about the steep. So any product, is always best to let it do its thing. You know what I mean? Steeping, freaking, it's so important. It's so important. It makes an e-liquid what it is. If you take White Girl and you just vape it out of the bottle, you're probably gonna be like, yeah, it's okay. But you're really not getting the experience that everyone talks about. Like, like, not to brag or anything like that, but people like the juice. I like the juice. Like, that's all I ever want to vape. So it's like, creams, custards, that kind of shit. It just takes time. So this one has a lot of this one has a lot of notes that can overpower each other after before it has time to really settle in. Like, it has a really small amount of butterscotch in it, and that butterscotch can actually, like, early on at least, really be the dominant flavor, even though it's like at a fraction of a percent. Butterscotch is really strong, and it'll overpower a lot of the other flavors that are like really, really vital to making White Girl what it is. So really gotta let that shit steep out. Yeah. Anyways, just throwing it out there. I mean, I'm gonna make some regardless, and if you like, for people who are patron supporters, there's a tier where you can have access to White Girl a few times a year. Um, and then we, in a really similar way, like, you do donation and you get a bottle. But with this one specifically, I just want to make a batch, and I want everybody who has a chance, everybody who wants a chance to try it, to have that opportunity at a very reasonable price. I think $20 for 120 mils with shipping. Like, I'll ship it to you in the U.S. at least. I will. That $20 will include me shipping it to you. The guy from Canada, though, that's something I'm gonna have to. We'll have to figure that part of it out separately. I'm not adverse to shipping to Canada, but I don't know what the shipping costs are going to be, and the $20 might not be enough for that. So I'll talk to that guy about it, though, separately. Homegrown Alchemy. That's a great, great name. What's happening? And thank you, Fix It Danner. In my humble opinion, it is also so damn good. I really love it. It's all I want to vape ever, and it's been really kind of a bummer not having it. And this strawberry cream that I whipped up has been okay, but it's definitely not White Girl. It's missing that little je ne sais quoi. So what else am I vaping? I got the Mastery, from Mastery Mindset, from this is actually from Vape Wild, or Vape Craft, I mean. And this is a strawberry pear and lime e-liquid, no creams or anything. It's really good though. Really, really like it. I have it in the Zeus, the dual coil Zeus here from Geek Vape, and I have it on the RX Machina. Delicious, absolutely delicious. If you have a chance to try this, the other ones I don't know yet. I haven't tried any of them yet, but this one specifically, the strawberry, pear, honey, and lime. What a good e-liquid, man. Some of the best shit that Vapecraft has released in a really long time. Um, the last thing that Vapecraft has released that I really liked this much was probably that joint that they did with the rapper. What the hell was his name? They changed the name of it now. I can't remember, but I did reviews of it back in the day. Tam, what's going on? Yeah, absolutely so good. Especially out of a tank, you really get those lime notes. I'm really into lime. Lime really goes with vaping. It really, really does. It fucking works, man. Fucking works. Um, yeah. We were just talking about mouth lung tanks. So the funny thing is, like, this Zeus, I think when I reviewed this, I gave it middling reviews because it's really not that great of a tank. It's not that great. But I tell you what, in 2014, or 2013, I would have fucking literally killed someone to get this tank because it's just got a ton of airflow. It's got a big build deck. It's fucking. It's a RDA lovers kind of tank. Get those big old fat lung hits off of it. When we first started the channel, I mean, the closest thing we had to a mouth or to a direct to lung tank was, oh my god, I'm totally gonna blank on this. There was a couple Genesis atomizers that were kind of open air, not really though. And Genesis atomizers are notoriously finicky. Um, but we had a tank that we used to use a lot. And of course, I'm not going to be able to remember the name of it because I'm so flippin' forgetful. Um, but it basically had, like where the K-Fun had 1 millimeter airflow holes, this tank had like 2 millimeter airflow holes. It was still very restrictive. But as compared to something like the K-Fun, it felt very loose. And so we used to vape that thing all the time. But it was nothing like this, honestly. God. Oh, God. Anyways, um, yeah, yeah, man. Oh, but anyways, yeah. So the Zeus, not like the best tank in the world, but like again, we've come so far in the industry where, like, man, there was a few years, wasn't that long ago that I would have fucking killed someone to get something of this kind of quality. But now I'm just like, oh, it's not that great, and it's not. It does pull out some really good lime notes out of this though. Yeah, I'm literally not even going to acknowledge it because it's just so fucking lame. Just so lame. Anyways, so what else am I vaping here? Let me see. Like I was saying, got the S1 Quick Kit, and in here I have the Gorilla Custard Strawberry salt. And if you watch my review, I actually rated this salt higher than the freebase because I think compared to a lot of dessert salts that I see, this is far and away better than a lot of the dessert salts that we get. It actually has substance to it. It actually tastes like something. It actually tastes like strawberries. It actually tastes like custard. It has like a really distinct flavor. Whereas a lot of salt e-liquids come across very bland, come across very, very just kind of middle of the road. Like, and honestly, a lot of them are just flavorless to me, at least. So Yeah. Haters everywhere. There, there's one specific hater who is a mess. Yeah. Strawberry Gorilla Custard salt, not bad. Not bad at all. If you're going to vape salt and you're looking for a dessert, you could do a lot worse. That and glass, everything that glass makes as far as the salt, really, really like that shit. The glass banana cream pie salt is really good. The glass freaking blueberry surprise, wonder what it's called, blueberry mystery or blue fucking whatever. It's really good. So I actually have the Gorilla Custard Banana one, which makes sense, right? Gorillas, bananas. Haven't tried it yet. We have a tobacco, a banana, OG custard, and strawberry. And so far, I've only done the strawberry. So yeah, man, salt liquids. They're you're right. Low. It's just low wattage and high ohms. You lose, and it's like the mix they use, like the 50/50. You lose a little bit of sweetness and which I talked about in the review, that a lot of times, higher VG e-liquids, VG is sweet. So if you have more VG, you just have more inherent sweetness without having to add sweetener. So, ooh, that sounds crazy. A grape bubblegum and lemon pie meringue. Now, is that one flavor? Oh, that's okay. That's its own thing. Grape bubblegum. That's the only way grape works. Um, what up? Thank you very much for the $5 donation. Um, yeah, I mean, the only way that grape ever works is like a candy, a gum, something like that. Those like that fake, the fake grape flavor is done fine because there's like there's a good artificial base out there already. It's just when people try to make that like fresh grape flavor, you get into some crazy shit. Cherry, grape. We've gone over this ad, uh, you know, uh, to infinity and beyond about all the flavors that don't go, but there's quite a few. There's quite a few. Peach, grape, cherry is like the one to end all bad flavors. Cherry, man. If you want to see a funny old school overdose vapes video, um, we actually did a review for a Mount Baker Vapor video or a Mount Baker Vapor e-liquid called Black Cherry, and it is the worst of the worst, man. And the video is really funny. It's old and the quality is terrible, absolutely terrible, but you know. So yeah, so it's funny that I actually didn't realize that EMB was the people who made. I knew the Batman made and had a line that just came out. Better be careful. I don't want anybody to fucking know that Batman released a fucking line of e-liquid. Fucking Jesus Christ. Never seen someone so hell bent on destroying his own industry. Well, that's because he's not part of the industry. That's why. Anyways, yeah. So I didn't realize that EMB was actually the same company responsible um, for releasing his line. Now that I know that, I'm going to actually try to get in touch with them and see if they'll send it out for review. I would love to do that. Um, yeah, Rob, man, fuck. So there was black cherry was like the first flavor we tried from them that had cherry in it. It's fucking terrible from Mount Baker Vapor. And then with like the next week we did a different flavor called Rob E-Juice, and it was based on somebody um, who worked with the company named Rob, and it had black cherry as one of the flavorings. It was awful, just awful, so bad to the point where you're like sitting there and you're going, I cannot believe, I choose not to believe that anyone tried this and then said, yeah, we're going to sell this as a product. But Rob, there's no way around it. He fucking made that mix. He fucking loved it. It was crazy bad. Also, Mount Baker Vapor had a cheesecake that tasted like cheese, like fucking cheese, not like cream cheese, not like cheesecake, like fucking grated gross Parmesan or something. It was fucking awful. And the thing with those companies back in the day. I actually just cut so much. I cut like, I know the last video I did was like really long. It was like 16 minutes long. But I had like 10 minutes that I cut out where I talked about a lot of old school stuff and about how it was kind of like the Wild West back in the day, and how companies just like Mount Baker Vapor and White Label and Dr. Cremi's, all these companies just basically released everything. They fucking, they just bought every flavoring available and put them online and said, we'll make this flavor for you. And so you got a lot of really fucking wonky flavors. Yeah, no, I really want to try the Fogging Out with the Batman line of e-liquid. It looks really tasty, and a lot of the flavors are right up my alley. And yeah, man, and be able to support somebody who I really like and whose career on YouTube I've watched really flourish. You know what I mean? The guy's doing great. He's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. How could you not like Batman? That's what, you know. That's one of those things. He's a fucking solid dude. Okay, so what else am I rocking? I've been really into a tank mode lately. I didn't realize how many tanks I fucking had, but I've been really into it lately. So in here, I actually have, boom, steeped shake your berry, delicious, so unique. Steeped has a lot of misses in their catalog. I'm not gonna lie, but shake your berry and quick shake are two of the most unique flavors on the market. Just end of story, full stop. They're absolutely amazing. It's a biscuit, it's a cookie with a milkshake and custard. It's like all these great things that just go. It works so well together. Man, suitable for use in sub-ohm, RDA, and RDTA tanks. Man, I love these guys so much. Liverpool. They're from Liverpool, just in case you wanted to know. So yeah, that's what I'm rocking in here. And this is the Axis RTA. Not bad, cheap. It feels cheap, but it's got a, it doesn't leak. It's got a really good flavor saturation for a tank, and I like the design of it. It looks nice. I have it on the OBS Draco. See, it lights up OBS. Boom. Another Draco little mod stick thing. Yeah, it's a good little tank. For what it is, it's good. But again, they don't get this expecting like K-Fun quality, right? The machining on this is subpar. And I actually think this top piece is plastic. It feels like plastic at least. So yeah, man, like it's funny because back in the day we used to always make fun of the K-Fun and hate the K-Fun because it was like this closed down mouth to lung shit, you know what I mean? And but now it's like I kind of want one just because I've been doing more mouth to lung vaping, you know. Do that, good one. Do that. Got the OBS Engine 1, the OG. My Engine 3 or 2, whatever one it was, I broke the glass on it, and I can't find the replacement glass anywhere. So it's out of commission. That's the one that has the upside down deck, like where the coils go upside down. I really broke my heart because that was my favorite tank for every reason. It had great cloud production, absolutely banging flavor, loved it, absolutely loved it, and the glass broke. I have the worst luck with glass. It just fucking sucks. But I got the OBS here, the OG one. It's good. It's still not as good as the other one, but I have it on the Black Ring Plus here. And I don't know what I have in here. It tastes kind of like it might be marshmallow, the one marshmallow. It might be that. Could be. Got the TVL Colt 45 with the Dead Rabbit with the challenge cap, and I got the same strawberry cream that I made in here, and I got a couple of just Fuse Clappins in there. Great mod, absolutely great mod, absolutely great RDA with the challenge cap. We've gone over that time and again. Fantastic. I wanted a Colt 45 for so long. I want to thank ADV so much for making that happen for me. Colt 45, baby. When I was going to buy one of those originally, I ended up getting the fucking the Rig V3 in aluminum instead. The worst. It was the worst. You want to talk about buyer's remorse? That was a bad fucking decision. Okay, a couple more things. What do we got here? What the hell is this called? So this is the Emperor from Steep. The stick mod is. It's kind of like the OBS one, right? It's just that built-in battery thing. And this is from Suck My Mod. I forget the name of the tank. Fuck. So bad with this kind of shit. I think Panda has the box over there somewhere. I don't know. It's the Suck My Mod, the original Suck My Mod tank. It's good. So, Fix It Danner and P Good One, Peanut Butter Vapes, code 69 by Drip Code. That's beginning and end. It's all you need, man. It's fucking amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It's the best peanut butter I've ever had in my life. It's peanut butter and jelly, but it's got true peanut butter. The only thing that's even close to it, but it's a distant second, is the peanut butter and jelly from Jam Monster. So good orange. You're never gonna have a good orange. There's no such thing as a good orange, in my opinion. Every orange I've ever had, I hate it. I remember I bought a really expensive bottle of fucking 5 Bonds. It had blood orange in it. It's fucking disgusting. It's the worst juice I've ever tried. Code 69, be a good one. Code 69 by Drip Code is a really good peanut butter. And also Jam Monster has a peanut butter and jelly that is also really good, in my opinion. But it's not even close to Code 69. But it's still pretty good. Still pretty good. Man, I just don't like. See, any of the oranges that I've tried a lot of oranges, and they either taste like Tic Tacs, or they have this real sickeningly sweet, or just like sickening fucking aroma / flavor that I just can't get behind, man. I've tried like candy oranges. I've tried freaking fresh oranges. It's just not good. Just not good. It's for me, at least, man. That's just my opinion. And because my partner on the channel, Josh, back in the day, his like dream flavor profile was orange creamsicle. And we've had a couple that were like decent, orange creamsicles, I mean, but never any that were like boom, blockbuster, like Code 69 is to peanut butter and jelly. We've never had like that kind of level with orange creamsicles or oranges of any kind. So, like, I was really excited about the orange tart from fucking Dinner Lady, because look what they did with lemon tart. But that was, what a letdown that was, because that tasted like Tic Tacs, and it was confusing because it had a really good tart aspect to it, like a custard tart with Tic Tacs. It's fucking really confusing flavor. Man, yeah, tough. I've had a couple good orange sodas, but sodas really kind of went out of fashion as far as vaping. There used to be a lot of things that were really popular as far as flavors that just don't get made anymore. Sodas being one of them. Energy drink flavors used to be really popular, and not just like at gas stations. Like, of course, like the gas stations used to have all these really shitty flavors, and all those companies, like I was talking about before, like Mount Baker Vapor and all those kind of companies, like the make to order companies. They used to have Rockstar and Red Bull and shit. But there used to be like legit companies that would make those flavors as well and do them well, but that really went out of fashion. Most people that I know, day to day, there's like 3 things that people like, and there's desserts, and that's, when I say desserts, I mostly mean creams and custards. That's mostly what people like, or fruits, like straight fruits, or there's like a subsection of people who really like menthols, and that's like the 3 majority of things that I've seen people enjoy, and in that order. Most of the people I know like some kind of dessert flavor. A smaller percentage of people like just straight fruits, and And you know, in there, like there's smaller sections of like candies and that kind of stuff. But I think the majority of people really, really like dessert flavors. Yeah, I remember fucking Space Jam. Um, man, you know what's funny is that when I was going to, where the hell was I going? I think it was when I was flying back to pick up Panda. I actually stopped at. I realized I didn't have like any e-liquid, and the whole experience was crazy, right? So I had stopped somewhere at a gas station that was selling Space Jam, and they had like a strawberry cream flavor. I forget the name of it, but I bought it, and it's just terrible. It's just terrible. All the Space Jam e-liquids, in my opinion, they're just not good. Even after they bumped them up to high VG, they've never been good. So yeah, Space Jam, man. You don't see them anymore. I don't know if they went out of business. I don't see them at gas stations. Actually, you know what? That's not true. There is one gas station that still sells a blister pack that has the Space Jam um, tank, like this, like a sub-ohm tank, something like this kind of thing. You know what I mean? But I think it's a sub-ohm tank with a little stick battery mod, and it has a little bottle, like a 15 ml bottle of Space Jam, and they still have like a whole rack of Space Jam juices you can buy. I don't know anyone. I don't know who buys their fucking e-liquids from gas stations. I just don't. Back in the day, before there was like a wealth of vape shops, and I mean, I guess you would, right? Or if you're on the road, I guess you would. But nowadays, like, there's just so many stores that sell them. Like there's dedicated vape shops. There's what I call the bong and dildo stores. Most of them have like vape sections with quality e-liquids. Like every bong and dildo store, because I usually go if I see like a smoke shop or a bong and dildo store, I'll go in there to see what their vape selections like. And most of them have something like Naked 100. They'll have they'll have some kind of name brand e-liquids in there that are pretty easy buys. You know what I mean? So yeah. What else was I gonna say? Um, yeah. So there's not really a point for fucking gas station e-liquids anymore. It's just unless they're gonna have like legit e-liquids, and it's sad because places like Walgreens, they were selling legit e-liquids for a while, like fuck. One of the e-liquids is named Neon Cream. I can't remember the name of the company that makes it. I reviewed it before, but they were selling those at an unreasonable price. But they were selling, and it was like a legit e-liquid. Um, and then Walmart had like that brand from House with the freaking moon milk and all that shit. I actually have a bottle of that here. Um, and so there was stuff available, even if they didn't have a vape shop. You could get stuff that was like kind of legit e-liquid. There's not really any reason to buy Space Jam from your fucking gas station anymore, unless I mean, I guess you're just unless you're like at in the middle of nowhere without a drop, and there's just a gas station that has it. That's a pretty specific case. Or if you're just like a tweaker who doesn't know about vape shops and you want to buy some. No, that's not all I check out, Tam. Of course, if I'm going to a bong and dildo store, of course I'm not just checking out the vape section. Got to get me a dildo to go in my bong. No, I'm just fucking with you. Um, I used to smoke pot like crazy. I don't really smoke pot anymore. Um, it makes me super paranoid now. I did get a bunch of stuff from, oh God, this is why I don't smoke pot, because my brain is already fried. Um, from Yocan, a bunch of like little, what do you call them, like CBD mods and shit. Some of them are really cool, man. And I'm really excited about them, but I don't, they only take like the little card, like the CBD cartridges or like the THC cartridges, right? Like they don't take regular tanks. And so they're like, they didn't include any of that shit. They include like any CBD cartridges. So like they just emailed me. They're like, "Where's the review?" It's like, "Hey man, I have to go buy fucking stupid things now, like freaking cartridges to use them." But I'm going to because they're pretty cool. Um, they look really cool, and I dig CBD. I do. I think it's really beneficial, especially here in California since marijuana is legal. you can buy CBD that has small amounts of THC in it, which is really like the best way to use CBD is to have a small amount of THC as a catalyst. So they have both butane and non-butane. I'm sure here I know they do for sure. Um, I used to make hash oil with butane. With done right, it's not any worse for you. It's just people don't know what they're doing, and so that's why people get sick. I've seen people blow themselves up with butane hash. So, um, not surprised. To be honest, like when I heard all about people getting sick from the THC cartridges, I wasn't very surprised because people are just cranking those out right now um, to try to make a buck. And that's what happens. So it's a shame. A bong ildo. Yeah, that's what I'm there for. I walk in, I go, my usual, please. They already know me. See, they're like, get the bong ildo. Travis is here. Yeah, yeah, maybe in the old days. Um, yeah, the crazy thing though about going to a bong and dildo store is they sell like straight up fucking meth paraphernalia, which is a really big trigger to me, more than I thought it was going to be. They used to like in order to buy meth pipes and stuff, you used to have to like be able to like go. You used to have to go to like a crazy gas station, and they would have them underneath the counter, and you would have to ask for them in a specific way. Like, do you have any incense oil burners? And they would pull them out, and they would charge you for them, right? Now they have like straight up meth bongs in the bong and dildo stores, like just displayed, and I, it's fucking crazy. Huge, huge trigger, man. So Joel Rayner, imagine having sex with a ghost and someone walks into your room just to see your butthole widening and narrowing for no reason. You're fucking crazy. I like that. Yeah, that would be a trip. That would be a trip. Yeah, no, Indiana, never, man, never. No, man. A lot of those Midwest states are never going to be legalized as far as marijuana. There's just a stigma, man, amongst in the Bible Belt about marijuana, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Um, Marijuana is like the most innocuous thing on the planet. I don't think it's the best thing for people, like that's just for me, Um, I don't like when young people like I started smoking pot when I was in like really young, and it really affected my high school. Like I was a fuck up, and there was more, obviously more issues there than just me smoking pot. But smoking pot never helped me with anything. Like the only time I ever like really smoked, pot and enjoyed it was like when I was working. I used to get off work, and I would go walk my dog. My dad would come with me. We would smoke a joint, and it was very relaxing. But it was like at the end of the day, right? But like when I was younger, I would wake up, blaze, fucking smoke weed all day, fucking be totally worthless, man. And that's not to say that most people who are like smokers like that, they can live their lives. They totally can handle it, right? But I was just made me really lazy, lazier than I fucking already am. So, you know, that just didn't work for me. But the crazy thing was, I always thought I'm going to smoke weed for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, fix it, dinner. God bless. See you later. Thank you so much. Um, I always thought I was going to smoke weed the rest of my life. But then, man, just one day, um, I just started smoking less and less and less. Like when we were taking those walks, I'd smoke less. I'd smoke less. I'd take like a couple hits, one hit. Got to the point where if I took one hit, I got really, really stoned, and like my eyes would just get fucking red, and I would get really like uncomfortable around people. Like it did the opposite than to what it had always done. It always relaxed me, made me more social. It did the opposite to me and so I just stopped. It affected my sleep. CBD helps a lot with that. I just don't have any CBD stuff right now, but I'm gonna get some just mostly to test out this stuff that Yokan sent, but also it does help. So And you know what? And this is totally just my experience. If you're a smoker, man, God bless. I have nothing but love for marijuana. I think I worked in the industry for a dozen years. I totally understand that marijuana is so innocuous and harmless, and that people fucking kill each other and kill themselves on alcohol every day, all day, and it's and no problem there, right? But marijuana, which is like never, it's not responsible for any deaths. No one ever goes out and fucking gets into fist fights at the fucking marijuana shop. Um, you know, it's just weird. It's been ingrained into our psyches for so long that it's bad, that like trying to fight back against that now is like really an uphill struggle. So, all right, everybody. So what else am I vaping on? I did want to say I'm vaping Strawberry Donut from Vaping Swag. I saw that they're doing a sale during Labor Day, so go check them out over there, vapingswag.com. All their VSO flavors are fucking amazing. This is Strawberry Donut. It's fantastic. And also, they're doing one shots of Gizzard Brew. And so this is the strawberry one, strawberry custard. Um, I said, he sent me this, and then it got shut down, right? Um, but because they're doing one shots now, I'm going to review this, right? And but he said he had a different label for it or something, or he wanted to send me something different. So I'm kind of waiting to see what it pans out with that. If he doesn't, if I don't hear back from him soon, I'm just going to review this because I'm pretty sure it's the same recipe. And I'll just have an asterisk that obviously it'll be a one shot and it's not going to have the same labeling. But this stuff is really, really, I want to talk about it. And I've been waiting to talk about it. I just haven't talked about it because I didn't know what the status of it was going to be. But now that I know, I'm definitely going to be taking a look at this. Gizzard, as you know, is a dear friend of mine. And I have reviewed his original custard, which I loved and I thought was very unique. But I really want to talk about this too, right? Really want to talk about it. So, because this has some things going on with it that I think are important to talk about. So, yeah. Any's best, good for you, man. If marijuana works for you, as opposed to taking things like anxiety medication or any kind of medication, then use it because it is definitely better. It's less harmful than some of these other medications that they push on us. So yeah, yeah, man, Giz is so great. I really miss having Giz on the show. Like Giz was and is a huge supporter of this channel, as well as being a friend. Most people who have been with me since like the beginning of the channel, and who are legitimate like fans of the channel, have become friends and like family. Giz and me have hung out many times online and talked, and I still message him. He still messages me. He was the first person to comment on my video that I released last night. Giz is an amazing person. He really, really is. And I know everyone misses him, but he's doing what he has to do right now to live his best life, right? And I have nothing but respect for that. All the people from that freaking time, I love and I have nothing but respect for, and I miss them all dearly. Yeti, Giz, Nikki B, all those people were very, very supportive of this channel and became really close personal friends. And so it's it sucks that we've all kind of drifted apart. But everyone has to do what they have to do, and that's okay. It doesn't I have no hard feelings about any of those people because I have nothing but love for all those people. And Giz is still, like I said, he's still a great friend. He still messages me all the time. I do miss having him on the channel. I do miss I miss those shows. I miss the show with like with Paul and with Giz and with Yeti, and we had fun. We had a lot of fun, man. And I miss those days. So, but we move forward. We're building stuff new. I'm not going anywhere. This fucking channel is here to stay until they fucking take it away from me. So, yep. Godspeed, Gizzard Brew and Gizzard Stew. And you know what? And Swaggy Shane, he's a good fucking dude too, man. And go support his what he's doing over there, man. Get some of this excellent VSO flavors, man. Totally awesome. Yeah, me too, Pete. Me too, man. Everybody just kind of drifted off, man. You know, that's what happens in life, and especially when you're talking about like YouTube and talking about like vaping, especially like look at the industry, look at it, the American side of vaping. It's all kind of falling apart. You know, it's like preemptively falling apart, right? We got assholes who like want to report everyone to the FDA. Like, you know, like we had a comment earlier, you know, we have people that are like just intentionally bad actors, right? And like when you're up against that, it's like, who has the heart to continue doing that? You know, to continue being a part of like a community where everyone just wants to tear you down, you know? So yeah, it sucks. Yeah, Shane is so amazing. He's such a good guy. He's such a good guy. And VSO flavors are fucking awesome. You know, his strawberry, honestly, best on the market, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's ripped off to the drama. That's so true, right? And I always felt like this was a haven away from the drama. But we got affected probably more than anyone, and we weren't even directly involved in any drama, you know. But we really we got hurt by that shit, and by people talking shit about me specifically, right? And that sucks, you know. And when people are being pressured by someone who has power in the industry, power in this community, and they're being pressured and influenced to like not participate, whether that be on this show or just in a specific friend group, um, you know, that's it has a lot of negative consequences. So that's crazy, Pete. Ah, that's all crazy. All right. But yeah, so one more time, if you're interested in getting some getting involved with me making some DIY, email me at overdosevapes@yahoo.com. Um, we will make sure we get it figured out. 5 people. I'm gonna take 5 people. That's it. Yeah, the door situation has definitely affected every part of this community. Um, I think you know, obviously though, as a whole, the community has the vaping industry uh, has already started to deteriorate. But our part of the community, right? Like our small part of the vaping industry, um, really got destroyed because of a lot of things that happened at a door and through a door, and and a lot of people, you know, it's just a shitty situation, man. It's a shitty situation. So, yep, I'm with you, Andy. I'm with you, man. Um, yeah, but you know what? I love all you guys. You guys are why I do this channel. I have a fucking toothache today, and I wasn't gonna do this. Panda's like, people expect, you know, people enjoy the show. You know, people expect you're gonna do the show, and so I did it, and I'm glad I did. You know, every time that I feel like I don't want to do the show, I come and do it, and then I'm glad I did because you guys are all amazing, and I feel really lucky to be a part of this community. And I feel really lucky to have you guys come and participate in this hour of fun with me. So much love, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. I think we're going to try to refilm this Tance review tonight. And then maybe I'll have some time to play some games. This I use for my PC. I use mouse and keyboard for some games, but you know, I'm going to be honest. If I can use a fucking controller, I'm going to. And look at this controller. Isn't that nice? It's so nice. Anyways. And then I also have my fighting stick. Oh, shit. I have my fighting stick that has wrestlers on it because it was cheap. I'm so glad that you're here, Pete. Man, it's been a long time since you were here in the live. And I've also been making a lot of music. I have a lot of things going on, but man, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying doing overdose vapes again. I really am. For a while there, I was just kind of just doing it because, but now I really am enjoying doing it again. So much love to all you guys. 2 videos next week, I promise. This week just got screwy. 2 videos next week, and I'll see you guys for the live show as well. And yeah, much love. Peace out, everybody. I'm also, I do stream on Twitch as well. I haven't really shared a lot of that here, but if you're interested in the Twitch, and watching me play games on Twitch, let me know, and I will. I'll share my links with you guys. All right, peace out, everybody.